And now, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rimes.
All right, welcome to the show. We're blessed and highly favored here in studio. We got Shane Faunce joining us, Tampa Yacht Sales in studio. We're going to talk about a couple of his awesome listings. He's got a 73-foot Sunseeker, 51-foot Sea Ray. We're going to show on screen. If you're not watching our YouTube channel, you got to check it out. We're almost to 1 million views now. Also, Aaron Williamson joining us. Man, have you heard about these AI bots? These chat bots. There's one that's DeSantis put out a tweet, the Megan Garcia story of the AI bot that basically groomed her teenage son. He committed suicide and was being groomed by an AI chatbot, and the chatbot even urged him to kill himself. Now she's seeking protections for children and families against predatory AI companies. So we'll talk about that. The AI Bill of Rights is a big deal. Right now, kind of topical for Aaron and his business. He's Cornerstone Project Management. He's our tech expert. And, of course, Shane Faunce in studio, Tampa Yacht Sales. Also, Florida Doge now, $1.86 billion in wasteful spending exposed. Palm Beach County has the dubious distinction of leading that list of $344 million of wasteful spending. How about Miami-Dade County coming in at $302 million of wasteful spending? And third on the list, Hillsborough County, right here locally, $278 million wasteful spending. And the worst part about this stuff is many times it's a kind of an NGO, a company that's a nonprofit that somebody's sister's, uncle's, aunt's, boyfriend's ex-college roommate works at. That there's probably so much nepotism and kickbacks going on there, Shane. Who knows, right? I mean,
you don't know, but that's a huge number, man.
That's a big number. $1.86 billion wasteful spending, and they haven't even made it to all 67 counties yet.
Right.
I mean, these are just the first ones they looked at. Orange County, Orlando, there, $190 million. Jacksonville, $199 million. A lot of wasteful spending, but then yet they still tell you, no, we can't cut taxes. How can you cut taxes? How can you eliminate property taxes? Well, we're consumer advocates around here. We want to see things moving in the right direction. So we're going to cover all these topics and more. Also, President Trump puts out a Truth Social post talking about there needs to be only one rule book, and otherwise all 50 states adhering to one federal rule in law around AI, because we have to have uniformity when it comes to these different companies that are putting out this AI bots and all these AI functions and programs. So we'll talk about that. Also, as a real estate agent, real estate team, we like to talk about end-of-year strategies when it comes to your real estate. We'll talk about some of the strategies that we see people working on there as well. All right, as you know, my wife Lindsay and I own a real estate team here in Tampa Bay. We're in the top 100 out of 20,000 real estate teams here in Tampa Bay, and we help our sellers sell faster for more money with less headaches, maximizing the exposure and the profit on the sale of your real estate listings. We want to list your properties, residential, commercial, vacant land. And if you're buying, selling, and refinancing, we want to talk to you. 369 West Winds Drive in Palm Harbor. Beautiful property right here in Tampa Bay. This is a great opportunity to own a completely renovated and updated property here. 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2-car garage, 14 square feet, just under a quarter-acre lot. You're in Baywood Village, a boater-friendly community. You have a nice backyard view where you have a conservation view. And then also in the community, you have access to the water there. You've got a boat ramp with a boat dock where you can back your boat down and take it out there for the day. Primary bedroom with ensuite, showcasing dual vanities, walk-in shower, renovated kitchen, stainless steel appliances, breakfast bar, ample cabinetry, and the bathrooms look great as well. You're also close to Caladesi Island State Park. Check out 369 West Winds Drive, Palm Harbor, Florida. Another beautiful listing from the Platinum MVP team And we also have the Weeki Wachee Marina for sale. Speaking of boats and yachts, this is a great opportunity for anybody out there looking for a business investment over $3 million asking price. But you're buying the real estate, the land, and the business here. You've got multiple income streams at 7154 Shoreline Boulevard, Weeki Wachee, Florida. You have direct access to the Weeki Wachee River. This is a multi-use property. You have all types of rentals, John boat, kayak, paddleboard rentals, dock space. Now, you also have spacious retail building that offers fishing and boating supplies, on-site ice machine generating income, and you have room for a on-site live-in manager or potentially an Airbnb short-term rental. You also have an authorized Suzuki servicer right there as well, established motor repair business, a great opportunity to buy real estate. 7154 Shoreline Boulevard. The Weeki Wachee Marina is listed by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. And you can see all of our listings. Search the MLS at platinummvpteam.kw.com. You can see all of our radio TV show experts at consumerqb.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at consumerqb.com.
Yeah, I'm raising my glass to those saving our ass overseas.
All right. Also, big news here. Also in the paper here, Shane. Trump signs bill to more than triple pensions for Medal of Honor recipients, almost quadrupled it. And I didn't realize, but as I was reading this article, there's only 61 Americans who've been awarded the Medal of Honor that are still alive. So there you go. I love that. Anything for our troops. They do, right?
They do deserve it.
Man, they're putting their body and life and limb on the line to protect us. So shout out to all of our veterans out there. We appreciate you. All right, let's welcome in Shane Faunce, Tampa Yacht Sales, Inc. Welcome in, sir.
Thank you. Good to be here. Happy holidays to everyone.
Yeah, man. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you. And what's new in your world, brother?
Man, we unfortunately went into the Thanksgiving. My son tore his patella tendon, so we've been dealing with a little bit of family strife, but we're getting through it. He's going to heal up just fine, but finish up the year pretty good. I've got a 43 Leopard that's a power catamaran closing up on Friday, and listing stream's been pretty good. There's activity, and I think 2026 is going to be well positioned to get things off to a good start and everybody have fun on the water. That's what we help people do.
Yeah, President Trump floats the idea of eliminating the federal income tax too. Hey, if they don't have income tax, maybe they buy a yacht.
Come have some more disposable income.
There you go.
Come see us.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, look, state of Florida, man. Ooh, we're in a good position here. Let's look at a couple of these listings you've got.
Okay.
So we'll have producer Dave throw these up on the screen, and then if you're just watching if you've never seen our YouTube channel or our Rumble channel, check it out, subscribe. We're putting all the content up on the screen as well. It's not just a radio show, it's also a TV show. What do we have here, my friend?
This is a 1998 Sea Ray 48 sedan bridge. This was a very popular boat for Sea Ray. It's a 3-stateroom, 2-head boat. Going to cruise right around 21, 22 knots. Great boat for coastal cruising to the Bahamas. This boat's had a lot of nice updates. This will actually be the third time I've sold this boat. This is a pretty experienced yachtsman. They took it all the way to the Abacos and Eleutheras last year. So she's really in nice shape. New canvas, new sun pads, service is just done. It has a nice sea decking on it. The 11 tender on the back doesn't come with, but could be negotiated in, asking $219,000.
Nice. Okay. That's a heck of a deal. Sounds like a heck of a deal there. I love that. The creative writing there, too, in the write-up. Just, you're out
try
there
and paint
enjoying.
the picture of getting people out on the water. Why are we buying a boat? To have fun in the water and build some memories.
That's right. It's all about the lifestyle, right?
It is. This 73 Sunseeker is down in Naples, Florida. He's upgraded to a larger yacht, but this had a lot of extensive updates. For 2013, it had new teak decking, new electronics, 2,000-hour service, which on these 1,600 MTUs is a pretty pricey service. So when you look at buying a boat of this caliber, it might be on the higher side of some of the boats, but he's had probably $300,000 in updates and deferred maintenance that's been done. So if you see one of these boats at $1.4 million or $1.45 million, you got to look at what you're really buying. But this boat's in really nice shape, very well updated, and we've had some offers. We're just not quite there yet.
Now that what was the engine you said?
MTU.
What is that?
That's a German engine. It's 1,600 horsepower, obviously diesel. I mean, it's perfect. This boat cruises at 26 knots.
Nice.
Tops out at 32.
Yeah.
So, moving along pretty quick in a 73-foot boat. If you think about that big boat moving down the road, it's pretty exhilarating being one of those Sunseekers.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's a great opportunity there to get out and just when you're in that bracket there, you're cruising down for the Bahamas for a while. You're
burning about 125 gallons an hour at cruise, so it's about 0.2 miles per gallon.
120. Say that again.
125 gallons per hour.
Gallons
of
per
running.
hour. Okay.
So that's 0.2 miles per gallon.
There you go. Okay. So you're not into that game for fuel economy.
You're in it for the ride.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No, that's a lot of fun. If you just joined us, we're talking with Shane Faunce, Tampa Yacht Sales Incorporated, right here in Tampa Bay. So you're based right here in Tampa.
Yeah, I have a executive office over in St. Petersburg. I'm on the road a lot. I've got a couple of showings to go to after this, so the office is not important. Just like you, people don't come to the office to see the real estate. We meet them at the yacht club, meet them at the client's house. I'm in my truck a lot. I put a lot of miles on the truck.
You got boat shows coming up?
Yeah, St. Petersburg. We were going to put the 43 Leopard in there, but that boat is under contract and moving. Possibly we'll bring the 73 Sunseeker up. But January, I believe it's 6th through the 8th, St. Petersburg Boat Show. We'll be down there. And it's a great spot for people to get ideas of what boat they want without having to go to a bunch of different dealerships. I always ask people, go to the boat shows, walk the boats, see the different models, figure out what you like, and then we can back into finding the right boat, if it's not new, that's on the market used.
Yeah. Hey, look, we live in Florida. We're on a peninsula here, and we've got all this great water. We got the best fishing in the country. Although that's debatable. Those folks over in New Orleans, they'll say, that whole what is it? Which river is that where it dumps out? I mean, that is some fertile land there.
It is. And then the rigs are, it's a similar. They're on the Gulf Shelf as well, so they do have to run a pretty good distance to get out to the rigs. It's 60, 80, 100 miles. We have to do the same thing. If we want to get into fishing pelagics, like sailfish and tuna and things like that. But we were offshore, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, we went hog fishing with one of my clients, and, you don't have to be way offshore to catch good fish. It's just, what are you hunting?
You got to know where to go.
You got to know where to go, yeah.
Yeah, you got to have the numbers.
You got to have the numbers. They're, every species of fish has a different environment that they like.
Yeah,
and where you can catch them.
Right,
but you can catch fish inshore. I mean, you can go for snook, redfish, trout. There's plenty of fun stuff to do inshore as well.
Yeah, and I like what Governor DeSantis has done also with the Everglades. With some of the replenishment, the renourishment, because for the past few years, I think we skipped a year or two. We had some hurricanes thrown in the mix. Into kind of the downside sometimes, right? But you had the algae blooms, right? The red tide blooms, and a lot of people, they want to point the finger. Oh, these farmers inland, they want to, but they love to go to Publix and pick up those nice looking tomatoes and the avocados and the all the different peppers, and they love to get that. But I love what they're doing, because essentially what they've done. I talked about this on a show a few weeks back, but when you think about boating and fishing and just the environment and the water that we have in Florida. John, I want to take it back. John Anderson, the Seminole Wind singer, old singer from the 80s and 90s. He had a song where it's Seminole Wind.
Seminole Wind,
blow Seminole Wind. And they made their plans, and they drained the lands, how the glades are going dry. So a lot of the good old country boys down there, they're like, hey, man, they drain the lands. They try to do this all in the name of development.
Right.
And, of course, US Sugar's a big one down there.
It's huge. I've got a friend that's in sugar business.
Yep. So what happens is, they created now this plan where they have these holding, essentially big ponds, big lakes, where now they're taking that water they're putting it in there, they're treating it somehow, and then I guess it allows time for that sediment to sit down to fall to the bottom, and then it continues out the Caloosahatchee River over through my old hometown, LaBelle, Florida. Caloosahatchee River there, where the bridge comes under. And then that continues on to the Fort Myers area. But, so it seems like some good stuff going on within the state in terms of, maintaining our delicate balance.
It is a delicate balance for sure.
Yeah, between development and sports and recreation and farming. Big,
farming's a factor, but development's obviously been the biggest thing. When you continue to increase your density, some of these places were not sewer, they were septic. So it all is cumulative. It's not just big sugar. Everything does have effect. But it's great that they're taking the extra effort to try and improve it and reduce. The algae bloom can be pretty bad.
Yeah,
on the Stewart side or over on the Fort Myers side.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we've obviously had our challenges with red tide up here. I mean, what was it, 3 or 4 years ago? I mean,
3 or 4 years was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, that was tough. But so it seems like it's coming out to play pretty well for Floridians.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll see.
It's a fun place to play down here. Tourism's one of our big drivers.
It really is. You ever see those shows where they say Florida on a tank full? I mean, there's so much to do.
So
you got
much.
the springs up in North Florida. You go down. I love the Keys. We go down there, and there's so much to do in Florida. But let's take a quick break, come back, and we're going to talk more with Shane Faunce here, Tampa Yacht Sales on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Also, we're going to get into this AI bot. You know, it targeted, it groomed, and pushed a suicide on a young child. And I think there's maybe multiple cases of this. I don't know. We'll ask Aaron Williamson. He's our tech expert coming up later in the show. Also, Florida Doge now, $1.86 billion in wasteful spending exposed. And we're working towards an effort to eliminate property taxes for primary residences here in the state of Florida. Stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Follow us online. We'd love to connect with you at BrandonRimes1 at CQB Show. Please subscribe to the YouTube Rumble channel, Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Thanks for listening to My Daddy's Show. Please make sure to send him all of your real estate deals and subscribe to the Consumer Quarterback Show podcast on iTunes and Spotify, or check out our YouTube channel. Have a blessed day.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com.
Did you know that we buy houses cash? We can close quickly for a all-cash offer on your real estate properties, residential, commercial, even vacant land. We'll buy your property cash. No cleanings, no showings, and no hassles. You can even possibly stay in your home post-closing. Call Brandon at 813-917-1894. Submit the email at consumerqb.com or call 813-917-1894, consumerqb.com. We buy houses cash and fast. Attention business owners, did you know we have 100% financing options available? Our no money down program offers 100% financing for business owners. If you are currently leasing your commercial space, you can purchase real estate for no money down. Additionally, the program offers money for working capital, equipment, and business fixtures. You can even pay off current business debt. Reach out at 813-917-1894. Call or text 813-917-1894. BRimes at kw.com. And that is our 100% financing, no money down program for business owners. We would love to help you buying, selling, or investing in real estate. 813-917-1894. BRimes at kw.com. Ours Creole Smokehouse, the official Pinellas County restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Say hello to Doug Clark, chef and owner Doug Clark, 310 East Tarpon Avenue, Tarpon Springs, ourscreole.com. Ours Creole Smokehouse, 310 East Tarpon Avenue, Tarpon Springs, ourscreole.com. Excellent food, wonderful ambiance. Say hello to our friend Doug Clark. If you're facing an insurance claim, don't just trust the insurance company to have your best interests at heart. This is Brandon Rimes, Consumer Quarterback Show. Reach out to rightwaypa.com, our friend Derek Coble at rightwaypa.com. Looking to level up your sales game? With 20 plus years of coaching experience spanning across several industries, Lindsay Rimes helps everyone from entry-level reps to seasoned business owners boost sales, improve work-life balance, and retain top talent with customized options catered to personal, group, or corporate settings. Brandon and Lindsay Rimes offer training on negotiation strategy, business development, and more. Let's grow your business together. Call 813-917-1894. That's 813-917-1894. Submit an email at consumerqb.com.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-917-1894.
All right, welcome back. Brandon Rimes here, Consumer Quarterback Show. Shane Faunce in studio with us. He is our boating and yachting expert, contributor, all things relating to boating. We want you talking to him. We are going to look at a couple of listings, and we'll come back into our conversation with him as well. All right, let's look at our property here at 5729 Garden Lakes Palm. This one's in Bradenton, Florida. Another one of our 45-plus listings from the Platinum MVP team. You got a 2-2 affordable home here. This is 1,456 square feet. 55-plus gated community in Garden Lakes, Bradenton. This one is a well-designed space with abundant natural lighting, pond views, and access to a shared deck on the pond. Great opportunity. Got an enclosed Florida room with glass framing, a beautiful pond view there as well. Residents enjoy access to recently updated clubhouse, fitness centers, billiards room, heated pool, tennis and basketball court, shuffleboard, and more. 5729 Garden Lakes Palm. That's in Bradenton, Florida. Another one of our beautiful listings right here in Tampa Bay. 9914 Ala Vista Drive, Gibsonton, $1 million listing right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. This one has access to the Gulf. It's an elevated stilt home at the end of a quiet street. You're also on the Alafaya River, a canal off the Alafaya River there. You have solar-powered roofing or on your roof, and you have hurricane shutters, a 50-year galvanized metal roof as well. 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1922 square feet. 9914 Ala Vista Drive. Bring your boat, bring your jet skis to this beautiful property here. Another one of our beautiful listings. You can see all of our listings and search the MLS at PlatinumMVPTeam.kw.com. Check out our radio TV show experts at ConsumerQB.com.
This is God's country.
I got a beautiful Robalo 246 we could put behind that house.
They're perfect there, wouldn't it?
It would.
I love
Perfectly.
it. I love it. All right, let's do some tips here. Buyer tips. When you're thinking about buying a boat, buyer's tips, seller tips. What's your thoughts around there?
I think right now it's definitely still a bit of a buyer's market, meaning that sellers are not getting COVID prices, right? So as a buyer, know what you want, have your needs list, have your insurance, where you're going to keep the boat. Make sure you have your ducks in a row so that if an opportunity does come up, you can move. Because just like with a house, there's all those things that you have to have in a row. And if all of a sudden, hey, I found the boat, but I've got no place to keep it, hard to close on it.
Yeah.
So those are some things with a buyer is just make sure you have your ducks in a row with the insurance, place to keep the boat, and make sure you know what deferred maintenance is.
I got a solution there, too.
Yeah.
Because I do have an open dock right behind my house.
Right behind your house?
Keep it at my house. It'll be like it's both of ours.
That'd be perfect.
We'll just keep it right there for a little bit. You have access
sounds like
to
a
it.
win-win for you for
There
sure.
we go. So we solved that problem. What about the
I think
seller
for the
side?
seller, I think the key is sell from strength.
Okay.
Have your detail, your services. If there's something broken on the boat, we're not here to sell broken boats. Even if it's a 10 or 15-year-old boat, sell from strength.
Yeah.
I had a client call me recently, and he says, well, it needs like $20,000 worth of work, but I don't want to do it. That's a hard place to sell from. I mean, you're going to sell at the very bottom end of the market. I was like, get the work done. We can help you put you in touch with the right vendors. Let's get this done. Get it done quickly. Get it on the market. Things are selling priced correctly, nice. Sell from strength. That's what I would call. I would say that's the number one thing that a lot of people pull back on, and it causes them to lose money because it takes longer to sell, and they still have that ongoing cost.
Yeah, you got days on market. You're probably still going to have to take care of some of it, and I know in real estate you can't get insurances on it because of it, so maybe the same applies to boating.
Same applies for us. I mean, the fire suppression, if it hasn't been done, go ahead and get it done. It's $565. Get it recertified. It's going to come up, and it's going to keep the boat from closing.
That's right. There's certain things that just it makes so much sense to do it. If not, you're kicking the can down the road. Plus, you're asking the buyer to inherit your problems in a way, right? I mean, in real estate, I see it, and then they don't want to come in and redo those things that happen. I mean, and I get it. In some cases, they can't afford to put the money into the home or maybe the boat in your situation. But if you can, it makes a lot of sense. You're going to probably see some type of exponential gain by putting those dollars in, right?
For sure. I think the hard part about a boat is there is no real return on investment. Like on a house, you can do some things and get 150, 200% return. Unfortunately, with boats, it's just the time on market. The sooner I can get rid of this depreciating asset and move on to the next thing, that's where it really makes a big difference. And we can help people see that. Yeah,
big time. Yeah, days on market, it's enemy to a home's value, to a boat's value. Shane Faunce, thanks for coming in. How do you want people to connect? What's the website?
TampaYachtSales.com. You can give us a call, hit us up on social. My number's on the website. Happy to talk to anybody that has any boating needs. Look forward to the holidays and a Happy New Year.
Yeah, that's right. All right, Shane, thanks for coming in. Good stuff there. And don't forget, got the boat show coming up in January. That'll be a good time. All right, coming up, we're going to talk with Aaron Williamson, Cornerstone Project Management. He's our tech expert, and we're going to talk about, this AI chatbot story, man. It's in the news. Also, how you can utilize AI to grow your business and some of the other things that you might not be considering. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
This is Work Done, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show hosted by my man, Brandon Rimes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, Aaron Williamson joins us in studio here, Cornerstone Project Management. We're going to talk a little bit about AI. It's so topical right now. There's a lot going on in that space with the chatbots, and teenage son committed suicide after being sexually groomed by an AI chatbot. What's the liability there? There's multiple questions that come up in terms of from a legal standpoint. We're going to explore some of those areas. There's new areas to think about when it comes to product liability and the dark side of AI chatbots. So we'll talk about that. Suicides and delusions. Lawsuits point to dark side of AI chatbots. So that's an interesting story. Also, Trump coming out with his kind of planting a stake in the ground, saying, "Hey, there's only one rule book. We should only have one rule book. We have 50 states, and if all 50 states came out with different policies and procedures and rules and laws, then it would be basically too difficult for these companies to adhere to that. So we have to have one." So he's doing an executive order to put that into place, so that way it's one approval process, one set of guidelines for all AI throughout the United States, and that he says that's important for this race that's happening, the competition that's happening globally here as well. All right, so we'll jump into that here. Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team, Keller Williams Realty. We always help you win in your real estate deals when you're buying, selling, investing, or refinancing. We would love to talk to you. We've got a hot listing here at 5402 West US Highway 92. We've got a bar for sale out in Plant City. This one is the Finish Line Saloon, commercial building. It comes with a 4 COP license, so you have that liquor license that you can take on location. 5402 West US Highway 92 in Plant City, 1716 square feet. You have just over a quarter-acre lot, just under a third of an acre lot as well. This bar comes with 16 taps, ice machine, 4 flat screens, TV, on-site ATM. You also have leased assets. That's a jukebox and a pool table there. Website, established online presence, and a great opportunity to buy real estate and a business right here in beautiful Plant City, Florida. That's Hillsborough County, 5402 West US Highway 92 in beautiful Plant City, Florida. Let's take a look at another listing here. Let's look at our listing at 3222. Which one is that? Jackson. And this one's a property that we have in Holiday. 1126 square feet, beautifully furnished lakefront home in Holiday. You have gorgeous lake views, direct access to both Lake Conley and Lake Nash through a peaceful canal, open layout, natural lighting, no HOA. Great opportunity, 3222. Jackson Drive, Holiday, Florida. You can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. Check out our radio TV show experts at consumerqb.com. Check out consumerqb.com for all of our radio TV show experts, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, Aaron Williamson, welcome back in. There's no shortage of topics in the technology world, man. What you seeing out there?
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, AI continues to be top of mind, dominating the news too. I mean, you mentioned earlier the lawsuit of the 14-year-old who took his life over talking to a chatbot that represented itself as a therapist and a confidant and maybe a grooming this teen, this AI chatbot.
Wow,
crazy.
Yeah, that's weird, man. Some weird stuff. Like, who's programming the programs, right? Who's putting the data in? Is that what it boils down to?
That's a great point. This particular story was built off Google's AI technology. They have their product listed as Gemini, but they also license that product to other solution-specific companies. In this case, it was a company, Character.ai, that made chatbots. This particular chatbot that this teen created was supposed to be some sort of Game of Thrones character that it could talk to. Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
But there was over 100 hours of chat logs that they're going through in the evidence, and
holy cow!
And I guess it just went off the rails. And this isn't the only example, right? But it's sort of landmark in terms of the legal ramifications.
Right. Yeah, that's the question here. So here, this is out of the Epoch Times. It says, "Can artificial intelligence chatbot twist someone's mind to the breaking point, push him to reject his family, or even go so far as to coach him to commit suicide? And if it did, is the company that built the chatbot liable? What would need to be proven in a court of law?" That's the question. These are questions already before the courts, raised by 7 lawsuits that allege that ChatGPT sent 3 people down delusional rabbit holes and encouraged 4 others to kill themselves. Wow.
The broader ripple of this particular story has other people coming out and filing these claims, right? This one that happened in Florida, the suit argues the app was recklessly designed and marketed to minors without safeguards. The plaintiff says, it's a dangerous product akin to a defective app or a device. But the defendant side says it's pure speech. The outputs are under the First Amendment. There have been deliberations. There's no decision, but essentially the judge has come out and said chatbots are products subject to liability under tort law. And they're not expressive speech immune from suits. She also said there are sufficient allegations of negligence and foreseeability of harm to minors.
Right.
And that Google trying to say that it was just our technology licensed, the judge came back and said, no, you're a component part manufacturer.
Yeah.
So you are liable.
It's just like the what was it, the Ford Pinto back in the day? They had I mean, think about it. They had the gas cans on the vehicle by the rear bumper. So of course there's a collision. Boom, the car ignites, it blows up. I mean, you got to test your product before you put it out there. And then ChatGPT, don't worry, it's only used by 700 million active users.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's already in the hands of 700 million active people.
Well, to that point, as an engineer, I can see the other side where, I worked in aviation for a long time, built parts. We test them as well as possible, and we don't put the gas tank near anything flammable, right? But
right.
I say tongue in cheek, but the thing is, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
There aren't regulations until there are liability suits.
So there's cases that are showing.
This is going to create the regulation. This
Yeah.
is how every industry has happened. The pharmaceuticals were the same way. Low regulation until you start killing people.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, man. So we're talking with Aaron Williamson here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. His company is Cornerstone Project Management, online at cornerstonepmp.com. And Aaron, you're a managing partner there. How can you help our audience? What do you do for local business owners, or maybe even people just that are at home and they have a computer and they need help?
Yeah, absolutely. Cornerstone Project Management. We are a Tampa-based local company. At the same time, we operate nationally and internationally. In that, IT is sort of a remote field. COVID kind of pushed everything to be remote, and for IT, that turned out to be a very good thing for our business. However, essentially, the questions that we answer are for small businesses are, am I safe? Will I have downtime? If so, how much? And how do I safeguard myself in the future? Because IT changes every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so we like to say, okay, well, we have basic tenets of what you should do, the basic hygiene of IT.
Yep.
And you got to take care of those before you take care of the more complicated questions. How do I run my business? How do I make more money? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so that's how we help people. We walk them through that. We're essentially consultants, but we do solution-based projects as well, which is typically how we work under contract.
Yeah, it's interesting too, thinking about this AI industry. I mean, it's just crazy because there's so many ways you could look at this thing. You look at the need for electricians, the power demands that are going to happen. There's this new movement called behind the meter. I got a clip I want to play. But the competition. Right now I think we're in that competition point because how many are there? There's like OpenAI, Gemini, ChatGPT. What else? How many? I mean,
Claude. You just start naming them. Yeah.
What is it? Like 6, 7
Probably.
top ones?
I bet there's a dozen. But of the ones, Grok, a big one.
Grok. That's right.
There's probably less than 10, and of those, maybe 3 or 4 have a chance at winning the
AI
the
war.
Leader, right?
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a leader.
Well, here's the thing too. I want to play this clip because why should we as Americans, Floridians, be forced to subsidize? In a sense, these big companies that are putting in these data centers, right? Because that's going to drive up, the amount of data, the amount of power that comes in from one data center. You could probably throw a number or some kind of stat at me, right? It's like a small city, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exawatts, the need, this country's need for them. Yeah.
So here's the clip.
We heard the governor of Oklahoma speak very eloquently at a Goldman event about behind the meter. And what the behind the meter program is, hey, if you're going to build a data center and you're going to immediately create amazing demand for electricity, then the electrical providers, the power companies, are going to see demand go up. So the price is going to go up because they only have so much supply. So get behind the meter. The president could be the energy president, Pat, and reduce the cost of electricity for Americans right now by getting behind the meter programs similar to what they do in Texas and Oklahoma. So when the data center comes online, it doesn't get subsidized electricity because the consumer's price went up across the street because they sucked all this data.
Boom. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, we have to have these types of things in place. I haven't investigated it in Florida if we're doing that. That was from the PBD podcast, by the way. Just some really good topics that they cover. But yeah, that's interesting, right?
Well, it is. Sam Altman's talked about this on a national or global level even, and he said, the idea of these data centers requiring physical space and physical hardware and AI chips, negligible. You're going to drive to zero, just like hardware always does. It's a high upfront cost, but if you're talking 10 years later, today's chip is pennies, and in a few years. So what the real cost of AI is the price of electricity.
You know what's interesting too, man? This was a story that just came out. I don't know if you heard about it yet, but this was, I guess, November 26th. $11 million stolen from Sam Altman's boyfriend. I guess he does that kind of deal, but so it's $11 million crypto gunman targets Sam Altman. So I guess apparently he had his wallet or whatever, his code, on him or in his wallet, and that's when he was able to. He faked like he's a delivery driver, and then bust in the guy's house. And so the armed suspect posing as a UPS driver gained entry to San Francisco home, stole $11 million in Ethereum and Bitcoin. The victim, identified as Joshua, is a tech investor who lives in a venture capitalist. Sam Altman's former partner. Security experts warn of rising trend in kidnapping and attacks targeting crypto holders. Whew. There's a whole nother area to worry about, right?
Yeah, this was apparently a violent home invasion, right?
Yeah.
And so that never goes away.
Yeah.
But yeah, for different reasons, now they're coming for your crypto and not your diamond necklace.
Yeah, dude, you got to be careful there. What's the safeguard there? Keep it in a safety deposit box at the bank. Hey, I don't know what it is. It's at the bank. It's locked away in the bank.
Yeah, right. So your digital wallet, everybody, if you have cryptocurrency, it is in a digital wallet that is some string of characters. Now, I can just log into Coinbase and tell you what mine is, but the safeguard is you still have to have the physical protections on top of the digital protections. So you need two-factor authentication for login.
Right.
You need locks on your front doors.
Yeah.
Right. The need for both never went away.
I think what happened is he somehow thought he was going to pay for the meal and he had to turn around and go get something. I don't know, but either way, it's kind of like the rule pretty much becomes don't open the door, especially if daddy's not home. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be there, standing there. Because they always pose as a either a lawn service guy. Now you see these guys with the big hats, and then they break in the back door and I was just weed eating in the backyard. Anyways.
Yeah, no, there's a rise in this. They call it the wrench attacks, right? So physical violence to steal crypto keys.
Wow.
And Yeah, I mean, there's been multiple incidents this year, and that's just one of them, probably the biggest one. There was a crypto heist a couple of weeks ago that actually affected the market. Tanked crypto for about 24 hours.
Wow.
Multi-million dollar, hundreds of $1 million.
That's
heists.
That's scary stuff, man.
It does happen. It is real. It's not totally avoidable, but just like anything in IT, if you have the right safeguards, you significantly decrease your chance of it happening.
I love that. Yeah, two-factor authorization. You got to have that.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a quick break, and then we'll talk more with Aaron Williamson here, our tech expert on the Consumer Quarterback Show, helping you win in any marketplace, helping you avoid commission-based advice out there. Also, Florida Doge, $1.86 billion in wasteful spending now exposed. We'll kind of touch base on that a little bit here on the flip side as well. Follow us online. We'd love to connect with you at BrandonRimes1 at CQB Show, and we'll be right back. Quick break.
Hey, this is Lieutenant Governor Jay Collins. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my good friend Brandon Rimes. Stay tuned.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com.
Tired of long lines at the airport? Check out Tampa Bay's premier private jet source. I'm Brandon Rimes for Will Smith Aviation. Aircraft management, acquisition, and sales, luxury jet escapes, and packages. Check them out online. WillSmithAviation.com. That's WillSmithAviation.com. Or call the show. I'll put you right in touch directly with Captain Will Smith. AmericaFirstPatriotStore.com for all of your non-woke, American-made products. American values, Christian, conservative American values. Say hello to my business partner, Jim McCune at AmericaFirstPatriotStore.com. David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin.com. Say hello to Shane Socash, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show, 4009 Central Avenue, St. Petersburg. Online at DavidReynoldsJewelryandCoin.com for all of your precious metals and jewelry design. David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin.com. Hey, Brandon Rimes here for Jason Coble, owner of Coble Law. Coble Law has been handling injury cases in Tampa for the past 14 years and has a specialized approach focused on limiting client cost and maximizing client profit. TampaWorkCompLaw.com. TampaWorkCompLaw.com. Jason Coble, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show, personal injury law, and work comp law. Hey, Brandon Rimes here for our friends at TargetSurveying.net. For all of your surveying needs, land surveying firm providing services for real estate since 1992, and they are statewide. Check them out online, TargetSurveying.net. That's TargetSurveying.net. Selling commercial, vacant land, or residential properties? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon Rimes. You can reach me at 813-917-1894. Call or text 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. That's consumerqb, like quarterback.com. Buying, selling, investing, or refinancing? We would love to talk to you. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-917-1894.
All right, welcome back. Consumer Quarterback Show, always helping you win. We got an opportunity here, new real estate listing at Augie Lane. We got vacant land for sale on Augie Lane. This one's land. You got over an acre here, 1.21 acres, 17942 Augie Lane in Hudson. This is no CD fees and a low HOA, ideally situated with no rear neighbors. And you have an upscale neighborhood known for elegant homes, tranquil ambiance, just minutes from everyday essentials as well. Nearby attractions, crystal clear waters of Weeki Wachee Springs State Park. Great opportunity to buy real estate right here in Tampa Bay. That's Augie Lane in Hudson, Florida as well. Let's take a look at 14420 Bailey Hill Road, Brooksville. We have another listing. This one's compliments of Jamie on our team up in Brooksville, Florida. It's 14420. This one's 3 acres, agricultural zone land, unimproved land surrounded by trees. I think we just had a price improvement here as well. You have access to major roads. So we have about a dozen vacant land listings here in Tampa Bay, about 50 total listings as well, 45 to 50 total listings. And you can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. Search the MLS there. And you can also check out all of our radio TV show experts at consumerqb.com.
Buy dirt, find the one you can't live without.
All right, so DJ T put out a post. He says there must be only one rule book if we're going to continue to lead in AI. We are beating all countries at this point in the AI race, but that won't last long if we're going to have 50 states, many of them with bad actors involved in rules and the approval process. There can be no doubt about this, and AI will be destroyed in its infancy. Your thoughts around that topic there, Aaron?
Well, I mean, you gotta, right? There, you have to, because right now, I think there's been over 1,200 state-level AI bills introduced in the U.S. so far.
Wow.
1,200. We're going to have 50 different conflicting regulatory regimes in the states of the United States of America. Can't have that. That's impossible to do business. It kills innovation. And that's what Trump said, right? If we're going to keep the U.S. ahead of China and other global competitors,
yes,
we need to prevent the AI from being destroyed in its infancy, I think is kind of what he said. And it also protects that innovation cycle.
Yeah. No, it's true. And then you also think about, the CDLs that Governor Newsom out there in California is giving out to these illegals. They don't even know how to read road signs. They don't know how to do, they made a improper turn, killed people on Florida roadways. I mean, there's another one. That's a prime example. There needs to be some consolidation there, too.
Yeah, I mean, this is what the federal government was designed to do, which is figure out what the states can do by themselves and what they can't.
Yeah.
And AI is something that probably should be federally regulated. We make different decisions depending on, like you said, driving laws.
Yep.
Different. Firearm laws. Different.
Yep.
But, arguably there's some sort of oversight in each that needs to happen, and the question is how much.
Yeah. Want to switch gears here and finish up also on this topic. So back in 2019, there were $32 billion in property taxes collected, and moving to this Florida, this topical conversation around taxes in Florida, because we all agree that we think once we pay the home off, we shouldn't have to pay taxes every year. It's like you don't own your dirt, right? You don't own the land. So listen to this. 2019, $32 billion in property taxes collected. Now it's $56 billion. It's almost doubling that. So you can't double a government in every 5 years. That's unsustainable. And that's the local municipalities doing that. So we talked about Florida Doge. When you look at Florida Doge, the amount of monies that's been kind of brought to the forefront, exposed at this point. Palm Beach County, $344 million. City, Miami-Dade County, $302 million. And then you've got Hillsborough coming in at third at $278 million. There's a lot of wasteful spending there. What if we ran our businesses like that? It's unbelievable the amount of waste.
It is. It's fraud.
Yeah.
Call it what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's people with bad intentions and bad actors. Quick question. Florida, does it have a state level property tax, or it all goes to the local?
No,
right?
That's the argument. Is it's just local? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, what do we even? Yeah.
Counties.
So what's the rise is for what?
Yeah. What's the rise? So it's the rise. It's the cost of the home that's gone up. The neighbor. So that's the thing too. That's the big argument. You own your home for 30 years. And then, the person buys next to you and they have to pay triple the tax that you're paying because you're grandfathered in. So there's some guardrails in place for primary residences. And you can only have, in Florida, we have our Save Our Homes Act, which only allows it to go up to 3% each year. But, we're all hoping that it's on the ballot next year. And we're hoping that it's just one simple question. Do you want to eliminate property taxes on primary residences? That should be it,
Yeah. I mean, absolutely, right? There's a massive influx of residents in Florida from the last 4 or 5 years. So shouldn't prices maybe come down? Do we need all that?
It's driving people's prices up, and
right.
that's what's happening. And then, if we do get the no income tax thing here with from federal side for the Trump with the tariffs, got all this tariff money coming in. I'm glad to see he helped the farmers out. I'm glad to see that happen too. That was big news this week.
That was huge.
Yeah. So. All right. Final thought back to you, Aaron Williamson, Cornerstone Project Management. Work with him on all your technology needs out there. Final thought, Aaron.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just speaking for mid to small businesses, we want to help you get where you want to go. And until you have that infrastructure, you can't make the money that you want to make. And it's not feasible or safe technologically wise to do it. And that's what Cornerstone Project Management does.
Yeah, help you get your systems in place,
Absolutely.
protections in place. All right. Hey, another great show. Thanks for coming in, Aaron. And on the front end, we had Shane Faunce as well, Tampa Yacht Sales. And we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Do something kind for one another. Be a force for good in the community. And we'll see you next time here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Call Brandon Rimes at 813-917-1894. That's 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show.